What's up, you guys?
What's up, you guys? All right. So, what are we talking about today?
So, hi. In today's video, Reese is going to be blind reacting to his mugshots, which I dug up on the internet.
Wow, this should be fun. Okay.
I am really excited about it. He has not seen them, and I have, so.
All right. I'm sure this will be interesting.
If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery who has served time in prison. This is my boyfriend, Reese, and he likes to kill it.
I like to kill it.
If you want to follow me on any other social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, that's $2.
It's only ever gonna be $2.
All of that is linked down below, as well as my vlog channel where you can sometimes also see Reese.
Also me again on that channel sometimes. Usually, it's less embarrassing stuff. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm embarrassing all the time. So anyway.
I like your mugshots. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and even if you have done it, YouTube sometimes is like, we're unsubscribing you, so just check.
So be sure to go back down and smash that subscribe button. You smash it. Smash it like in a dirty, nasty little way.
Well, this is not monetized.
Smash it good. All right.
All right, let's kick this thing off.
Okay.
What I would like for you to do for the subscribers is to walk us through what happened during these moments, if you can.
I'll do the best I can here.
Okay. Let's go with number one.
Here we go. Oh, gosh.
This is numero uno.
Oh, God. Oh, God, what's going on here?
I don't know, but that does not look like my boyfriend.
This is horrible. Whew. This must have been in my I think I can have a goatee stage here. I don't know what is happening. Holy crap, somebody should have told me to grow that thing out. Oh God, this is DWI number 3.
Really?
This is DWI number 3. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Told this story on another video, was out with girlfriend at the time. I think this is DWI number 3. Yeah.
If you don't know anything about Reese's story, there is a playlist in the description box down below.
Yeah, so I'm not the only one on this channel that's been hooked up a few times. Yeah, I've been arrested more than once.
Yep.
Hence this video. So yeah, I think this is DWI number 3. Wow. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. I have to go by that. I think that's when I was wearing the goatee stage. I believe so.
So handsome.
Oh God, that's horrible. Jesus. You
can tell that you're drunk.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you look back at photos on yourself. I'd like to hear from the comments down below. I think I've gotten better with age. I think I'm getting along with it. Yeah. Like fine wine, I'm getting a lot better with age. All right, here we go. We're going for number 2. God, this is going to be bad. I can't believe that one.
Let's just title this Roasting Reese's Mugshot.
Roasting my ass. Shit.
Mugshot number 2.
Whoa. Hey there, handsome. Oh, man.
Reese does still have his luscious head of hair.
I do. Oh, man. What was going on here?
You kind of look a little smug, you know?
I do, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Like, y'all are not going to get to me.
Gosh. This is so bad when you can't even remember what you got arrested for. Like, geez, what was this? This is when obviously I've got a beard here and I'm a little older, I think. I think this is DWI number 4. I think this is DWI number 4. I think so.
This like, I know my rights and I'm gonna get away with this look.
Yeah, I think this is like, this is DWI number 4 and I'm like, not gonna happen. Not my chair, not my problem. No way. No way, not this guy. Yeah, I think that's DWI number 4. So I've got a beard going on. I think that's what it is. Yep. I think so. Not 100% sure, but I think so. Okay.
You just look like I'm gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
You know, so I can kind of tell, like, just with your attitude, like, I can tell that you think you're not gonna get me.
I probably thought I did get that one reduced. So, yeah, I think that's what one it was. Yep. All right.
We would also like to put in here that we do not condone drinking and driving. It is the most reckless, irresponsible, dangerous thing you can do.
All of this was like 15 years ago in my life, so don't judge me on that now.
Yeah, you were so freaking lucky too.
Yeah, so, okay. Oh gosh.
This next one is probably the saddest one for me because I see how your addiction just got super, super bad.
Oh gosh, okay.
Here you go.
Oh boy.
The infamous
this
green
one,
t-shirt.
The green t-shirt, it looked like I've been running. A lot. I'm sweaty.
You're sweaty, you're significantly
much thinner. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This was when I got arrested. After I had gotten arrested, this is, when is this? This is 2010 maybe? And I've already gotten picked up once for some charges, and I'm sure that mugshot's going to be coming here soon, so I'll save that. But this is when I was out on bond for that one, and I was doing some meth. I was messing around, middle of the day with, should I say her name or should I? No, okay, I won't say her name anyway. She was somebody I was messing around with during the time, and it was not a good thing at all. Very toxic. And we were out somewhere, and we got into it, I remember, and we were in her car, and I forget what it was. She had snatched something from me, like my garage door opener was what it was, and I didn't have my keys on me, so it was the only way to get back into my house, which I was still hanging on to by a thread. And she wouldn't give it up, and I was really high, and we got in a pretty intense fight at a stoplight, and I reached in, I grabbed her keys, turned it off, and then just threw her keys out into the yonder.
The yonder?
Just out the window.
Yonder?
And I was like, all right, if we're gonna play this game, looks like we're going nowhere. And this was a really busy like stoplight, you know what I mean? So it got pretty nasty. We ended up getting the keys back in the car. It continues to escalate, and we get to a parking lot, and she calls the cops because she knows I'm out on bond. She knows I'm high. I think at this time I had, we told this story, I had my laptop case on me, and I don't know how I'd come into these in my possession. We
will tell that story in a video coming up.
Oh, in a video coming up. Okay, yeah. So we'll save that one. But anyway.
As well as your Tahoe, you're crashing it.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So we got some stories to tell.
We do.
All right. Anyway, so she called the cops in the parking lot, and they came and got me. Yeah, and I remember that's what it was, and I remember being really, really upset because she could get into my house, and it was just a really bad time in my life. This is the time I went to jail. When I got out, my house was gone. My dad and my family had already packed it up. They changed the lock, so I lost my house during this stint. So yeah, that's what it was.
How long were you in jail here?
Oh, not quite, maybe a month, just short of a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too bad.
But again, a month is long enough, just long enough to lose everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you have.
Yeah.
And so they didn't.
Luckily, they got all my stuff out and got a storage. So I mean, I had my, they got all my stuff out, my bed, and my dad was even smart enough at the time to take like the fridge, the washer, the dryer, the stove, the range stove. Like he's like,
because you owned the house.
Yeah.
And the appliances in it.
Yeah. Yep. So he got all that out, but I was foreclosing the house. I was way behind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. You didn't tell the cops that your girlfriend stole your garage opener?
Oh yeah, I did, and they're like,
they didn't care.
Yeah, there's like, well, that's not our problem, Like yeah,
she's gonna steal everything.
I was like, she's gonna, yeah. So I was like, she's gonna be all up in my house, and I don't know how I'm getting out of jail at this point. You know what I mean? Like all I'm thinking about, she's got access to my house. They just arrested me. Who knows what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? So
that's just such a horrifying feeling to be in jail and you're completely helpless.
Yeah.
You lost control of everything. No one seems to care or want to help you, and it's just such a blessing that you had family that packed up your things.
Yeah.
Because when a bank takes a house, they can take everything in it, and if no one is there to help you with that, what would have happened?
Yeah.
They would have just taken all your stuff, thrown it out, like.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Such a helpless and hopeless feeling.
Yeah, it is. It was definitely not. That one right there was a pretty rough day for me. I can tell you that.
So these are not in order.
I've been up for a minute too in that photo. You can tell I'm awful sweaty. So yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is the arrest prior to the video, the one we just went through. This is when I got arrested at my house in the middle of the day when they brought the SWAT team to come get me.
Oh.
Yeah. They brought I had gotten myself into some trouble, got mixed up, and did we tell this story? So we'll get into that story in another video, but I got myself into a pretty elaborate scheme here. And anyway, and it was wide sweeping. It was very elegant. I'd gotten put onto it by, some connections in the drug world. And anyhow, I was really exposed here and got myself, pretty far out there on the limb. And the investigators had come to my house and were asking me about, this deal that was going on.
Your ties to the scheme.
My ties to the scheme, and they, my name got brought up. They had video of me in a store, and I obviously denied it. And I just kind of, was really dismissive. He said, "So that's how it's going to be. Is that, that's the story you're going to give us? And I said, well, yeah, that's the story. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, do I need a lawyer? Like, you know what I mean?
Do you
lawyer.
Know what? Oh, I love how he says lawyer. I think it's so cute.
Anyway, I was being very dismissive, and he just said okay, and he pulled out. And apparently, obviously they did a background on me, and and I'm sure they asked around. I had guns in the house. I was former military. I was still kind of a bigger guy. So anyway, instead of coming back with an arrest warrant, they came back with an arrest warrant and the SWAT team. And they knocked on the door, and they were serving a warrant. And I remember I had a roommate living with me at the time. His girlfriend was there, and I think the girl that I said I threw the keys out in the other picture, she was there hanging out with me too. And I knew, anyway, I knew that I was out earlier in the day, and he had called me and said, hey, the cops came here looking for you, and they were asking about you, and they said they had a warrant. And I said, okay, so they know I'm here. So I was kind of scouring. I knew how to kind of skirt around the neighborhood, and I saw a couple posted up. So anyway, I was hoping that the girl I was messing around with, her car was blocking the driveway. I was hoping somebody would empty the driveway or come get me. I said, hey, look, I'm parked up the road. Somebody come up here and meet me and scoop me up, because I don't want to drive my really loud and noticeable truck, because I see them posted up, several blocks away, and they're unmarked. I know they're waiting on me.
Yeah.
And there was, oh yeah, I'll come get you. She was in like the bubble bath or something at my house, like not in a hurry to come get me at all. So I get impatient. So I skirt around. I figure out a way to get past them, because they don't know a back road that I do to get in. And I slide in and I park in the neighbor's driveway with my truck, and then skirt around to my house. I'm like, hey, what the? I've been waiting for like an hour, and you said you're on your way. And she's like in the bathroom, like getting ready. I'm like, did you miss the word? Like the tone of my voice? I was like, this is urgent. I know that they're looking for me, and I'm trying to beat feet. You know what I mean? I think if I can, like the Sopranos, I can get down to Florida and duck this warrant or something. Anyway, that's what's going on in my head. So as I'm scouring around, trying to tell her to move her car, I'm hitting the pipe and, frantically trying to come up with my plan.
They got you.
Pop, 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 pop. They knock on the door, and they were all stacked up, and my roommate answered. He's like, hey, they know you're here.
We got a situation.
We got a situation at the front door. And I was like, damn it. And anyway, a friend that I'd actually gone to school with was a part of this unit, and they walked me out. So he was like, oh man, he's like, it sucks. I hate being here and being this guy. I'm like, it's what it is, dude. It's what it is. So they hooked me up in the neighborhood, and like walked me like around the corner, like so in front of all these houses on a public street in cuffs, back around to the car, and hook me up and take me away. I was only in jail like 3 days here. I got bailed out by an associate of mine that we'll get to later, but they obviously knew I got picked up, knew I was in, and they didn't want me in there too long because they knew I had a lot of information, and they were like, we need to get him out of here as fast as possible. So they had a bondsman and an attorney get me out as soon as I could post bond. They had me out.
So be on the lookout for that story time, because that's a good one. Yeah,
we got a few good ones here with this one. I'm sure people that know me now, if I just took a real deep dive into some of this crap, they'd be like, why do they let you how do they let you have responsibility at this job now? It's pretty bad. So,
and last but not least,
hey, look at that guy. What is going on here?
I know this one.
Do you know this one?
Yes. Do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah, I don't know which one this is.
One foggy night. Just kidding. We were actually dating during this one.
Oh, is this what it is?
Yes.
Is this the updated one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is the drug court.
This does kind of look like when we first met. God, for those of you, look at me now, and this is what I look like when we met.
We've chiseled this guy out of this guy.
Oh gosh, that's it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we were both working at Landstar. Reese was in drug court, and there's a lot of stipulations for drug court participants, and he did too many meetings in 1 week, and they violated him and gave him a sanction.
Yeah, that's what it was. Somehow I didn't line up, and I remember I went and they said, well, your pittance, is you're gonna have to recycle a month. So instead of being on track to, I think it's like a 15-month program, and they make you, so it took me 16 months to get through it, because they set me back a month, and they said, and on top of that, you're gonna have to do a weekend in jail.
Yeah.
So I remember, and what happened was, I I went and turned myself in. You know, you just turn yourself in. I'm here to do my weekend deal, and it's not even a full weekend. You check in like Friday sundown. You know what I mean?
Never.
Yeah, they let me out before lunch on Sunday. You know what I mean? So you change out, and you're like, all right. It kind of sucks, you know what I mean? But I remember the sweaty photos, the one that they updated.
So when I went in to check the mug shots, this is the picture I saw. And I'm like, oh my God, they're not feeding him.
I went downhill fast.
That's crazy what a night in jail can do to you.
You didn't even hold me down. You didn't write me a letter a day or anything.
I told you too. I'm not writing you one letter unless if you're in there a month, you get a letter a day, you get some money on your books, you get me visiting you. You're in there for a weekend, I'll see you on Monday, bro.
I remember even on Sunday, some chow came, and I was like, I knew I'd be getting out, and I was like, I'm not eating this junk, and I gave my food away to somebody, which you're not supposed to do. You know, I know you've gone through this in your channel, and some people may not know, not supposed to share food, but I divvied it up, and they're like, are you sure, man? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm getting out of here at any minute. Like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get me a McMuffin or something. I'm not
McMuffin. Please tell them the shower story.
Oh yeah. Before we go, anyway, I since I was always a short timer and I'd never stayed in I guess in a barracks where they had an arrangement.
Pause.
Oh.
You are not a short timer. I am a short timer.
Okay.
You're a vacationer.
I'm a vacationer. So I'm a
You're
vacationer.
a tourist.
I'm a tourist.
There we go. You're a
Anyway,
tourist.
I was, you got these pods, right? I'm sure they could put up a picture or whatever, but it's a concrete pod. It's
very glamorous.
It's not fun. Anyway, and so there's got 2 tiers, and you can get up on the second tier with 1 tier of stairs, a big open room, and then there's another tier. And then there's rooms on the bottom, rooms on the top, right? And then you got to walk. You're walking because you're bored, right? You know? And then people are sitting down at the tables where there are tables, and then some people are sitting on the far stairwell, and and I'm sitting here, I'm kind of groggy, and I'm thinking, oh, nobody's sitting on this other stairwell. I'm like, man, after I walk a few laps, I'm like, dude, I got to sit down. Like, I mean, because they lock you out of your cells in Benton County. They don't allow you just to lay in your rack and hang out. You got to all come into the day room, and it sucks. Anyway, so I make the mistake. Well, I didn't know it was a mistake. I'm like, nobody's sitting on these other flight of stairs. I'm just going to go over here and sit. You know what I mean? So I sit down and I post up, and I'm thinking like, oh, this sucks. Hopefully I'll get out of here at some point. I know I will. Oh, I'm just so happy that this isn't, I'm trying to get my life together, and I know this is just a little box I got to check to make the people happy in drug court, and I'll be done with this. And a
good reminder of how quickly,
Well, somebody comes up to me. I guess he was nominated by his peers, whatever. So he comes up to me and says, hey, check it out, man. I don't know how else to say this, but you can't sit on these stairs. And I'm like, okay, it's like, I'm about to get like in a turf war here, like in Benton County or what? And he could tell I'm confused, and he goes, I don't think he really wanted to tell me. He thought like maybe I was supposed to know. And he said, you can't sit in these stairs because behind me, he goes, there was the showers, like a 2-stall shower. He goes, people like to take their showers and they like to do their business, and it's a little awkward looking out with somebody on the stairs sitting right here. Mm-hmm. And that's why nobody was taking a shower for that couple hours I was sitting there.
And that is why you need shower shoes, and humans have needs.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, look, man, I'm sorry, I get it. I mean, he was kind of like, he was trying like not to be offensive or rub me the wrong way, and
if you were a small person, that conversation would have went completely differently.
Yeah.
Get your ass off the stairs.
Yeah, like I said, I'd sat there for almost a couple hours, and nobody was showering. Like, it was because nobody wanted to come into the shower and be taking care of their business, because it's not like a sliding door at your house. It's just a little curtain. You know what I mean?
Little curtain.
Yeah, you can see up the top and then your legs. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be trying to handle your business while some dude is like literally like 8 feet away, like on a stairwell that's like right in front of you. Yep. So yeah, I was like, oh, dude, I get it totally, man. I'll move. I don't want to get anybody's way here. I'll be seeing my girlfriend later tonight. I don't need the shower.
She's moved on. Yeah. You went to jail. I'm gone.
Yeah. So anyway.
I will say here, I was a little nervous to date someone in drug court. That was a huge thing, and I was very clear about my expectation and what I needed and what my goals were, which was to get custody of Micah.
Yeah.
And I cannot and will not have a man in my life that doesn't care about his recovery, that is not making a valid effort to better his life, you know, and no man's gonna bring me down. Don't get comfortable, because I don't know how this is gonna go. 8 years later, here we are. No, I saw something in Reese, and you know, his discipline and his dedication to his recovery and to just everything. We had similar goals, and we're a power couple, and we've had struggles, obviously, but
I don't know. I mean, I think really intensely, you know, at first both of us recognized that we knew in ourselves that we were not fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, I am not going back to this life. I've had enough.
Yep.
Like, I am on the pathway forward. And,
Sure.
you know, I'm laser focused. You know, I'm methodical. I know what I've got to do. I've got a rhythm. And, you know, I think, you know, and anything that disrupts that when you're in that mindset, you're immediately just, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for you. You know, friends, significant others. And I think after a couple conversations where we realized, like, hey, we're very similar. We got kind of the same history, you know, and we realized, like, oh, you're not fucking around too. Like, we can not fuck around together. Like, you know, we're like, get moving forward, you know. And so we were cautious. And so we didn't move in for about a year, you know. I mean, so, but yeah, I think we both recognized that we had the same mindset. You know, our mentality, our headspace was kind of, you know, it was similar. So I think that was what was awesome. That's what I enjoyed. I think we were both very intense about what we were trying to do those first couple years.
Still very intense.
Yeah.
Success is never owned. It is only rented, and that rent is due every day. And we're out getting that rent every single day.
Every day is a day of reckoning.
Whew.
Yeah, well, for sure. And if you live your life like that and keep your mind right, you're always going to get shit done, 100%. So.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna end today's video here. Is there anything else you want to say to the Ride or Die crew before I kick you out of my room?
Oh man. No, I'm good. I don't have any quips or smart remarks other than the fact that it's tough when you look back at some of those mug shots. And though we got a few that we didn't get, I know that I've been hooked up more than that, but it's tough when you look back and think, like, I can't even remember what I was getting arrested for. And that's just, I don't want to be about that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for those of you who are still in the struggle, you better get stepping, you know, be good or be good at it.
Anything that comes easy doesn't last,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
All right.
And you know, you care more about it if the struggle was real. If you had to work for it, you cherish it more.
Yes. All right, you guys, I'm gonna end today's video here. As always, I love you. We love you. Stay in recovery, whatever that looks like to you, and we'll see you later for some more story times that are freaking crazy.
Yeah, on those mug shots.
Bye, guys.
You got to start your OnlyFans somehow.
Get out.